Hey guys, this is Pedro back with another interview, this time covering VALORANT Champions 2025. My guest at this time, sorry about that, is LohaN of Team Liquid, head coach of said team, this time coming off of their victory over EDG in the lower bracket first round match of their respective group, moving on to the decider match later on down the line. LohaN, appreciate you giving me the time, like I said before. Congrats on the victory. Staying alive
You?
for a few more days. What's the feeling like for you, first and foremost?
It feels it feels I'm relieved. I don't think I'm not ready to go. I don't think the boys are ready to go. And most of all, I'm relieved to finally see my team on that stage. Because the first game, we weren't the team I know. Even the first maps of today, we weren't the team that I know. And finally felt okay, we arrived at champions. We are here. I know.
I mean, when the team started off losing on Sunset on that on your map pick 13-3, did you kind of get that sense of like, oh no, are you was that worried like worriness raised to like an umpteenth degree, as to like, oh no, what's going to happen from now on? Is this really going to be the end?
Honestly, yes. I think those thoughts definitely crossed my mind. I usually have words. I usually have something to bring to the team, energy to bring to the team in between maps. But lately we've been trying a lot to bring the correct energy and correct mindset into the games and feel alive within the games. But today, honestly, in between maps, I have no words. I just said, boys, I want you to tell me what you're going to be doing for the next map. Because right now I don't have any words to tell you. I genuinely don't know. Which was a first time as a coach, honestly. It was very relieved. I was very relieved to see when they start Abyss and listening to nAts leading the team and take control of the game. I already knew by then that okay, we are back and we're going to start playing our own game.
Well, given what you said about like you having no words, and what did the guys say to each other, like with amidst the team talk, and also like even during the server in the server during Abyss and Bind that helped this team pull through at the very end.
Honestly, for them, Sunset just felt like they couldn't take control of the game. They played that aggressive EDG, and we're not hitting our shots, and we just came a bit too peace in our heads. Okay, we couldn't play our game. We just need to start winning. Need to start winning the pistol, win some rounds, and gain the momentum, gain the confidence because we had zero confidence on the first map. And I think that's what everyone understood from the first map. That if we start a piece with winning the pistol, winning a few rounds, and starting controlling the game and playing our game instead of their game, we're going to gain the momentum to win the series. And I think it proved, honestly.
I mean, I have to mention this as well. You mean nAts' individual performance, absolutely brilliant. I would say, total KD of 54 and 24 in those final two maps. This how crucial was he for your team today?
Absolutely the MVP of the series. Honestly, we're a team that relies on individualism, right? If the individuals are not playing the game, we're not going to be winning. We're a team that relies on critical thinking. We're a team that relies on being creative inside of the map. We're a team that likes to make the plays, likes to search for the game. But for that to happen, our individual players need to be in a good shape, popping off confident. As when we don't have confidence, we cannot play the game. And today we have Ayas with full confidence, full taking control of the game. Doesn't matter of what's going on in the game, and he was popping off honestly, and not as an AGL, not as a leader overall. Like that's why, in my opinion, this guy's just the best in the world. No questions in my head.
I mean, given what he showed on in the server, I mean, there's definitely a lot of credence to this argument. And now going over into bind, obviously, this went to the very limit, multiple overtimes, and it kind of looked like EDG was kind of in the driver's seat at times, also to take the series home to their favor. And then you guys shut the door on that, and then came out of this with the victory on overtime. Describe to me how crazy that Bind was, especially in those later stages of like going on defense side, then having to go to overtime. How chaotic was that for yourself and also the rest of the team, if any?
I mean, for me specifically, I was praying. I'm not a religious person, and I was praying. Maybe I found God in this game. I don't know, but I think one of the things that mattered a lot was experience. This year for us, we had a lot of moments with different iterations of this roster that we had to be resilient. We had to come through the lower brackets, go into grand finals, show the resilience that was needed. And today, thinking about how we came together as a team and we finally were playing our game, it felt like, okay, we remember how to be resilient, we remember how to help each other, remember how to be a team. And today, I think the experience brought the team together and they showed great resilience. At the end of the day, in moments like this, what makes a difference is what's in our mind. It's the mind. The mind controls everything. And today, we showed it.
You kind of mentioned or talked about how chaotic this entire series was for your mental and all your head, and which is very wild considering like TO's season as a whole to this point have to make a few roster changes, before Toronto and also stage two, and then having to maintain the top level, and then getting to champions, having to overcome the previous match, and even today. Was today like the most difficult challenge that that this team had to go through in this entire season?
I think the most difficult challenges in this game was the last 2 weeks coming into champions, coming with correct mindset. It felt after winning stage two that we became a bit more complacent. And coming for the first week at champs, we decided to have a lighter schedule. People take care of their own routines, just be fresh for the game, make sure our individuals are popping off, taking care of their routine, and it just didn't pay off, honestly. And and again, this is my responsibility because what happened was we get into the first game with not with the correct mindset. We were complacent, we were lazy, not bringing enough communication. And this week specifically, it felt like it was a healing process for this team. Honestly, we had a lot of talks, we had a lot of frustrations going on inside, and we just talk it out. And obviously, the first map didn't went today as you wanted, but I think the last 2 weeks really shows like, okay, we can do this. We can come together as a team. We can be able to make sacrifices for each other, sacrifice our ideas, sacrifice a lot of things, right? And today, I think it's a proof that we can do it, and I'm pretty confident that we take this as a momentum builder, we're going to gain much more confidence going into the next series.
You mentioned like mentality on that recent interview that you did with Team Liquid shortly before today's matchup, and you kind of been echoing these kind of sentiments from that interview for this one regarding the mentality and having to uh, overcome this kind of time frame. Do you feel like after today the mentality is still like a work in progress, or do you feel like it's kind of resolved at this point?
Um, let's see. I hope it's something that's resolved. I hope we can gain the energy from this game and make sure we achieve our ceiling. Because even like when winning stage two, I don't think we have even scratched our ceiling in none of the games. And I think that will happen the moment that we realize how good we can be, and the moment we realize that if we sacrifice our ideas, if we come together as a team, if we have a good core that shares the same ideas and can commit to anything that's going on the server, I'm pretty sure we're going to achieve our ceiling. And that team, I know can win champions.
One quick question about EDG. I'm just interested on what you thought about their approach to the game. Obviously going back to the table on the bind, and then also using Waylay in Abyss, and I believe Sunset, I might be wrong. Can you kind of correct me on that? But what was the biggest takeaways from looking at them?
Um, I mean, it's a very specific play style playing against EDG. Honestly, because we are a team that usually we like to prepare for the games. We like to do quite a few and EDG is a team that we need to force our game. We cannot really come with a set game plan, a set idea for the game. We just need to play our own game. And because they play a very specific, balanced play style, they contact a lot. They have set executes. They have op searchings on the side. Even Kankan, the way he plays with the op, is very passive with some sort of walkings into the defense side. And it's very hard to understand what the op is. I think that it's their win condition, which that defense side is all about around the Kankan having the op. And I think today the boys did a good job understanding how to deal with him. But on Sunset, he was like he was just destroying us, honestly. And there's not much you can do. But I think like EDG as a team, it revolves around a lot. Their T side, their play style, which is very balanced. It's hard to have good reads, and on their defense, it's just like it's cancan.
Well, fortunately, you guys were able to take down him and the rest of EDG, moving on to the next round, which is against DRX. One word you feel the team has to focus on from now until then? One word only? What will that be?
Win word. Courage.
Courage.
I think that's the word. Courage.
I think that best summarizes it. LohaN, appreciate the opportunity once again for the interview. Thank you so much for this. Congrats on the victory once again, and hopefully we'll see a much better version of Team Liquid in that decider match. So best of luck on that.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you very much.